Welcome to Dark Rabbit Hole. In tonight's video, we discuss the timeline of events that led to the mass shooting in Buffalo, New York, where 10 members of the African American community lost their lives to a hate crime.
So walk me through your afternoon here at the Tops.
Well, I went in there and got me some a juice, and I didn't want to sit there today, so I walked across the street and I opened up my juice, and as I opened up my juice, I heard what I knew wasn't a firecracker, and I looked up and I seen a guy shooting people.
Friday, May 13th. An 18-year-old white male who by request of the Erie County Sheriff will be referred to as inmate control number 157103 left his home in Conklin, New York and drove over 3 hours to Buffalo, New York. With a slightly nervous disposition and dressed in a Genius t-shirt, inmate 157103 sat outside the Tops grocery store and surveyed the location. According to the 180-page document that the gunman uploaded online, he chose this precise location for its black population. Eyewitness Grady Lewis, a frequent patron of Tops grocery store, noticed the gunman's Genius t-shirt and decided to initiate a friendly conversation to see if his shirt was true.
But you told me just a few moments ago that you actually spoke with the suspect yesterday. He was here. Tell me more about that.
I seen him and he looked strange in the neighborhood, but he had a Genius shirt on, so I wanted to see if he was a genius. And we sat and talked about string theory, critical race theory, beginning of civilization, and he seemed like he was a genius, actually. He said he came up just to see the countryside, and he was going to go out camping. He bought a big a jug of water. He had a little nervous twitch to him. I bought him something to drink, and we sat and talked for about 1 hour and 45 minutes after seeing the pictures and seeing the blue car that I seen him got into yesterday. So
these two men, from seemingly opposite ends of the world, engaged in a friendly conversation for almost 2 hours about string theory, the start of civilization, and even critical race theory. After the conversation concluded, the two would go their separate ways. Grady would mention that perhaps the young man he just spoke with really was a genius. Saturday, May 14th. Around 2:30 p.m., inmate 157103 returned to Tops Friendly Market. But today, he was heavily armed with an AR-15 assault rifle, bulletproof vest, and bulletproof helmet. He would quickly log into Twitch and begin streaming his hate-filled crime. Twitch did, however, immediately remove the stream from its platform. Here are the events that eyewitness Grady Lewis witnessed on that day.
Then I seen a security guard run inside, and then I seen him going after him, shooting. Then I saw him come back out, and he had all camouflage on, and glasses and helmet, and then he put the gun to his head, and he dropped it. He took off his gloves, he took off his gun, he put it down, he took off his vest, and then he got on his knees and laid down and put his hands behind his back, and they arrested him at that point.
Before even entering the store, inmate 157103 would shoot 4 innocent civilians, killing 3 of them. Security guard and retired police officer Aaron Salter Jr. would pursue the gunman into the store and fire several shots. Unfortunately, the body armor the suspect was wearing would stop all the rounds. The gunman would then turn his rifle onto Aaron Salters Jr. and kill him. But because of his heroic acts, Aaron Salter undoubtedly saved many lives. Grady Lewis would go on to describe how his sheer presence alone would save his life on this day.
You were telling me today he told you no lingering around the store. We gotta keep it clear.
Yes.
You credited that man with saving your life.
Yes, I heard him say to someone, "There's no lingering around the store." So me knowing that he was a Buffalo police officer, I never really wanted to give him an opportunity to say anything to me. So when I do go, I shop and I leave, and that's the reason why I left. Because I heard him tell people that a couple times. So you don't really got to tell me something 4 or 5 times for me to understand. And from what I heard, he went back and he shot at him when he went in the store. So yeah, but if he wasn't there, I would have been sitting there.
Inmate 157103 would then turn his AR-15 into the packed top store and fire 50 high-caliber rounds. When the police searched the scene, they found in the gunman's car an additional rifle as well as a shotgun. Out of the 13 people shot, 11 of them were black, and 10 of them have died.
You will not replace us!
Inmate 157103 made it very clear that his motivations behind his crime was hate. According to Webster's dictionary, hate is an intense hostility or aversion, usually deriving from fear, anger, or a sense of injury. But according to the fringe beliefs stated by the gunman, this shooting was actually motivated by fear. It's actually the same fear that motivated shooters like Dylan Roof and John Ernest, the fear of the great white replacement. White replacement states that Native Europeans will become the minorities in their countries due to low birth rates and high immigration rates. This theory has been fuel for both hate crimes and dangerous rhetoric throughout the world, but now it's sparking a new conversation, one about domestic terrorism, hate crimes, and gun laws. Considering that this gunman had just recently undergone a mental health evaluation for a threat against his school the previous summer, should he have been given access to this type of firepower? Should social media sites like Discord and Twitter be held responsible when plans of violence turn into action? Even the streaming platform Twitch has come under fire for its hidden corners of racism and hatred. The tension in this country seems to be at an all-time high. In an attempt to bring unity to this polarizing conversation, let's start a dialogue about it in the comments below. And while you're there, check the description box for links to donate to the families of the victims.